On today's show, we look at a new, innovative program that's dealing with food waste. And James Green introduces us to an events promoter who knows the business inside and out. All that and much more on Go.
Another day, another market opening up on Vancouver Island. The Esquimalt market is officially open. This market is so family friendly, so full of committed, passionate volunteers. It really has that grassroots feeling. For everyone who has not been to the Esquimalt market, give us a few details about what makes this market amazing.
We're a food-focused market, so that means that we have chosen our vendors based on if they are a food seller. However, we have lots of lovely crafters and the rest of that too.
One of our sort of policies is that you have to make, bake, or grow everything, so everything is really handmade, and that's really important to our market.
You guys notice when people come out, there's a lot of laughter and talking and kibitzing?
Absolutely. There's been a great vibe around the community on days after the market of people talking about their stories of hanging out at the market, and that was part of it too. Connecting community.
I love that. And live music?
Yeah, it's fantastic. And we have some fantastic food vendors every week here. So our food trucks, we usually have 4 or 5. Yeah. And they're just fantastic.
We're going to meet a few of the vendors in just a minute and talk to some of the folks here. But we're talking about food, and of course food waste is such a problem right now in North America. But there's a group that's looking at using leftover food to make a difference. Daphne, good with that story. None of this food will be wasted here at the Esquimalt market. No, it's going to be enjoyed by all the people that come out to enjoy this wonderful community market. Tell us who you are and what kind of food you grow.
My name's Azja. My farm's called Little Mountain Farm, and we grow all naturally grown produce up in Saanich, near Mount Judd. So yeah, we've got a great selection of everything. We're here at this market and at the Oaklands market as well. We run a box program for our community, so we get food to people weekly.
You got to tell us what this is.
That is a kohlrabi. It's in the brassica family, so it's related to cabbage, kale, broccoli, that kind of thing. You peel it and you can eat it raw. It's really crisp and delicious. It's kind of like a more savory apple, but really sweet, no spiciness at all. I love it. Drizzled with a bit of olive oil and salt. Yeah.
Very fun. And look at this. Can you actually eat the flowers in here?
Yeah, they're all edible.
These radishes are not as strong, are they, tasting as the real red ones?
Yeah, they're actually turnips. They're called purple top turnips, and so they have none of the spiciness of radishes. They're super sweet. I really like eating them raw as well, or throw them in a stir fry. They're really delicious. It was actually harvested today, not 2 weeks ago.
I love the smell of fresh rosemary. Now, as we listen to live music behind us, you might be thinking to yourself, what festivals am I going to attend this year? Maybe the Tall Tree one in Port Alberni? Well, what about the event promoter? You know, the people behind these big festivals. Well, James Green met up with a guy to get all the details. No matter what the weather is, everybody needs to come and support their local farmers markets. We're here at the very first Esquimalt market of the season with the oyster people. I love what you guys are doing, but for people who haven't met you, who are you and what do you do?
We're West Coast Smokin Oysters. My name is Sue Simcox, and what we do is we source locally local oysters from Vancouver Island oyster producers. We smoke them in natural wood smoke, and then we infuse them with gourmet flavors.
This is why I love the farmer market experience. You meet lovely people who are creating innovative, one-of-a-kind, local products, and they get to share their story with you. And you're not just buying a product, you're buying a story. Makes me so happy. It makes me so happy.
Oh, thank you. It makes me happy to have you guys here.
We have to take a very quick break, but go nowhere. When we come back, we're going to give you the highlights of this year's Jazz Fest and more right here at the Esquimalt Market. Now, what I love about the farmers markets are everything that shows up here is created by an artisan, whether it's an artist creating beautiful one-of-a-kind tutus, or artisan creating bread, or a farmer growing food. You really have that opportunity to meet the person who created it and get something you can't find anywhere else. Tell me a little bit about who you guys are and what you do.
This is basically a hobby that got out of hand, and it's just branched out to various different things, and it keeps me out of trouble. And
I love it. I love it. There's so many cool things. Now this, you can never have enough of these. I love these washcloths. Now, Jazz Fest is happening right now, and our very own Tyler Hopper and Lisa Pasemi headed out to get the lowdown. Yes, I know you're not very happy because it's raining, but we're still happy because we're at the Esquimalt market, and it is so fun here. This is one of my favorite booths here tonight. Tell me who you guys are.
We're the Make House, and we're here to make vegetables today. So you can see how much fun we've been having in the run-up to this event. So we've actually created some strawberry garland. We've got purple and orange carrots, and we have the options of making strawberries, pumpkins, apples, carrots, anything you like really out of felt and using embroidery thread.
What'd you make?
Vegetable.
It's beautiful. Look, it's a surprise tomato. Well, I know one person who's very surprised at his tomatoes, and that's our very own Virgin Gardener. So right after the break, you can check up on his progress. After wandering through the farmers market here in Esquimalt, I just have to go home and start growing things myself. And of course, that's one of the cool things about this market is you can buy plants. Tell me a little bit about who you are and what you guys do here.
I was asked to come to the market with seedlings and plant starts, and I said, okay, I can probably do that. And I hope to turn it into kind of a cooperative booth for other people in Esquimalt who are backyard gardeners. We don't have enough to market our own individually, but together we can come and do a co-op table. So we'll have plant starts, seedlings, divided perennials from our gardens, and hopefully later in the summer produce coming from our own backyard gardens.
I love that. So fun to meet people like you, hear those stories. Make sure you come out to the Esquimalt market. It is every Thursday night, all summer long. Live music, food trucks, little tastings of cider and wine and even mead, food, tutus, and plants. We'll see you all at the Esquimalt market.
Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir, casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.